Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the No Shot Podcast. This is like my 20th time recording this intro, so we're just going to roll with it this time. We have some Attack on Titan, some NFL football for you guys. We also had to unfortunately cut a segment at the end because we thought it would be better suited for a standalone video on YouTube. Go ahead and check it out at No Shot Podcast on YouTube. Now, enjoy the show.
Get started! There we go.
Oh, God.
Is there something wrong? Like,
All right.
Are we
Fellas, well, producer Chris is back again.
do we have a problem here? Like, I don't...
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the No Shot Podcast. Producer Chris is back in the building.
Again.
If you're a video listener, you know why we're laughing.
A video watcher.
Thanks for tuning in. Hey, boys,
Yo.
we got a new subscriber. I don't know who it is, but we got a new subscriber.
Oh, I know who it is.
Joe knows who it is. I don't know who it is, but who is it?
It's Lexi.
No, we got someone that's not Lexi.
Oh, did we?
Lexi subscribed last week. We got a new one.
Oh, shit, we got a new sub?
subscriber. Hey, new sub. Don't know who you are. Shout out to
Appreciate
shout out
you.
to
Take him down.
If you're listening, we appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're on video, if you're on audio, make sure you download, rate 5 stars. Shout out to everyone today. We're gonna recap the playoff football that was this weekend. We're gonna do our pick'em. We'll talk about some of the changes that happened in the NFL, and then we'll talk about the new episode of Attack on Titan. Then we're gonna get into some bullshit. We don't really know what that is, but producer Chris will have that in the description with all the timestamps and everything. If you want to skip through anything and everything, just check the description below. But how we doing, fellas?
We're doing good. I'm glad to be back, finally.
Producer Chris back in the
Fuck
off the phone. No more stuff, cat.
Fuck Texas. But don't fuck Texas.
Oh, hey now. Texas is great besides the government.
Texas
Man.
Texas is good, but yeah, no, I don't want to be there right now.
Joe, you already hitting something already, Joe? Just I'm stressed. I gotta
Joseph.
leave it.
Sheesh.
Oh wait, here, real quick, before we start, I found something that I wanted to share with you guys.
Okay.
Go ahead, just join that. Join that real quick. Are y'all in?
Yeah.
Y'all in? Everyone can see. So, Chris, with your new facial hair, there are
Yeah.
two people that I think you look like. All right.
Okay.
First, we got Boomy from Avatar.
That's on par. That's on par. I got a chin strap, but other than that, yeah, on par.
You look like former UFC champion Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Khabib. What's crazy is I was actually supposed to be hitting the buzz cut. So
Bro, I don't think I've ever seen you with
you
hair
have.
short.
You've seen my hair short
I
many
don't
a
think
times.
It's been like, I don't think like
It's
not
been a
like-
hot minute, but yeah, my
been a
hair
minute.
has been short before around you multiple times.
Joe, I'm waiting for Joe to get that fade. I'm ready for Joe to get a fade. I'm waiting for the
Why?
day. Huh? I think he could rock it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think so. Bro, ooh, with that thick hair you got with the fade, shit. When was the last time, Joe? When's the last time you got a haircut?
Right before I got my new job.
Time. What's the timetable on that? Like, a couple months ago? A month ago?
November.
Okay. And then Chris, what about you?
Last time I got a haircut? 2021 around November? No, September. Yeah, when I went back to Texas.
Okay. I got mine earlier this week. Fucking Cody finally got his haircut. He had the fucking like pop punk. He looked like the fucking lead singer from Fall Out Boy with his shit like this. And he said that when he went and got the haircut, the lady was so meticulous that she would measure it and be like, "Oh, this side's a little taller. Let me take it down." And then it was, "Oh, this side's a little taller. Let me take it down." And just worked it all the way down. And now his hair is super fucking short. And he's kind of salty about it. But
He shouldn't have a girl cutting his hair in the first place.
Cody doesn't spend Joe. All right, Joe, as the person who probably gets his haircut the least out of you, me, and Chris. All right. How much do you spend for a haircut, and how much do you think you should spend, and what do you think is like way too expensive for a haircut? Yeah, I'll throw $16. That's what you spend, or is that what you think is?
Yeah.
Okay, so then would you say like 13 $10 to $13 is cheap?
What's too much for a haircut?
So I'll just throw some dollar amounts at you. So what would you, if you got a $10 haircut, would you say that's cheap?
Yeah, pretty cheap.
And then $15 usually what you get. All right, then what about $20? This is all before tip. $20, okay?
That's fine. I'll see the issue with that.
$25.
That's fine.
$30.
That's pushing it for me.
$35.
That's a lot.
$40.
This is clearly a lot of money already. You're just going up.
Anything over $50. Do you think that's way too much?
Yeah.
This is okay. We're also talking about guys' haircuts. I understand women's haircuts are.
Yeah, women's haircuts are completely different.
My mom, my sister, they go crazy.
Yeah, like
I've heard of girls that regularly get their haircut at like $200 and some shit like that.
Yeah, my mom, my sister, their haircuts go crazy.
But I was gonna say I say it's probably because I get my beard trimmed up too. My last haircut before tip was like $40.
On average, my haircuts are around like $35, $40.
I feel like if I'm not spending $35 or $40, I'm not getting a good haircut.
Well, no. See, it's crazy because back when I was a kid, haircuts used to be $8. $8.
Oh yeah, you get
You get a design and everything. $8. You in and out. Hey, appreciate you, my boy. I'll see you next week. Yeah. But no, not no more.
What I did in high school is we just didn't get our haircut.
No.
We just let
that was the thing for like late 2000s white kids.
I mean, it's still kind of a thing.
Don't get haircuts.
Not cutting your hair.
All right, so first we're getting into NFL playoffs, right?
Yeah. Hey, did y'all watch the game this weekend?
I watched the end of the fourth quarter of the Bills and Chiefs game.
Every single game this weekend was fucking good. Every game got better. You had the Bengals at the Titans, which you're like, oh wow, that was a pretty good game. Came down to the wire. Bengals won. That's crazy. But then you got the Packers at 49ers, and you were like, oh damn, they're like, that's not a lot of points were scored. But you're like, damn, defense is going crazy. The 49ers didn't score an offensive touchdown. End of the first half, Jimmy G rolls out. They're on the goal line. Fucking throws it. Gets picked off. You're like, yeah, that's what Jimmy G does. But then Aaron Rodgers just doesn't do a single fucking thing on offense the entire second half. The 49ers block a punt, score a touchdown. Jimmy G marches them down a field, kick a field goal. And then the Packers can kick a field goal to win the game. And then the fucking 49ers block it. And then they go down, kick another field goal, win the game. Crazy. And you're like, damn, that game wasn't high scoring, but it was fucking intense. I don't know if that could get better. And then you got the Rams versus the Buccaneers. Where the Rams are beating the shit out of them. It's 27-3. All right? What does the 27-3 against Tom Brady kind of sound like? Sounds like the Falcons 28-3.
Them boys in Georgia.
And then guess what happened? The Bucs came all the way back. Joe and I watched that shit live. The last 3 minutes of the game, the Rams turned the ball over twice. The Bucs scored 3 times. The game was 27-27. Then 40 seconds left. Matt Stafford's like, hey, Cooper Kupp, hey, fucking run it up. And he just and then Cooper Kupp caught it, kick a field goal, win the game. You're like, damn, I don't know how it could get better than that. And then the Bills versus the Chiefs. That game went so fucking crazy.
That had to have been a scripted game.
Bro,
that game was scripted. It's
and under
crazy.
2 minutes, there were 25 points scored after the 2-minute warning. There were 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I have never felt so bad for a person than I felt for Josh Allen at the end of that game because he led back-to-back long game-winning drives. And then Patrick Mahomes like, I'm going to throw the ball 3 times and we're going to score. And it's just like, it's because the Bills had no offense. I know, Chris, you didn't watch the end of the fourth quarter. Joe, did you watched some of it because we watched part of it together.
Yep.
The game plan was literally, all right, we can't block. Josh Allen's going to scramble and throw the ball. And then it's, all right, when we run the ball, we're going to run power with Josh Allen. It literally looked like Tom Herman was coaching with Sam Ehlinger. The way they just did quarterback run, run, pass. Just the whole game. And then that game went crazy. Did y'all? Oh. So, right now it's Bengals versus the Chiefs. And it's the Rams versus 49ers. Out of the teams that lost this weekend, did any of the games surprise you or any of the games upset? Like you guys saw as upsets?
I think the Packers losing was definitely an upset. I don't see anybody. I don't know anybody besides 49ers fans that thought that the 49ers were going to win that game. I think the Bills and Chiefs game was technically an upset. And
the Chiefs were the number 2 seed.
Oh, they were. I thought the Bills were the higher seed, but I'm so sick of these NFL overtime rules. I know I'm not the only person who thinks this.
You know who's also sick of the NFL overtime rules? The Kansas City Chiefs, because they're the people that proposed a change in it like a few years ago, and then the NFL's like, "No, we're not going to do that." And now a few years later, like, "Hey, you should have fucking done something."
I mean, it just doesn't make sense how the league is clearly offensive driven now, and you don't allow a chance for both offenses to play is kind of stupid.
What I don't get is because they'll be like, "Oh, the reason we don't want to do it is player safety. We don't want the players to get hurt."
Bullshit.
Motherfuckers.
Bullshit. You guys added a game. You added a whole
playoff game.
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. You don't care about the players. You don't care.
Then I also think it was hilarious how the Chiefs somehow managed to run 3 plays before the Cowboys could run 1.
We talked about the Cowboys too much last week. We're not.
I don't think we talked about them enough. I don't think we talked about them enough. Right, Joe?
I mean, I can still talk about it. I don't think anyone hates the Cowboys as much as I hate the Cowboys.
We're not talking about the Cowboys.
But
there's no talk about the Cowboys?
No.
I don't know. I was happy. I didn't care who really won between the Packers and 49ers, but as the game came down to it, I was rooting for the 49ers. And then I initially wanted the Chiefs to beat the Bills, but then as the game went on, I wanted the Bills to win. Just because I saw it's so hard. You just see someone pour their heart and soul into something, and it just doesn't matter. It's like
it doesn't fall through. It doesn't. Yeah.
I equate that feeling to me watching LeBron with the Cavs playing the Kevin Durant Warriors, and being like, "There's nothing you can do. It's just you can't do anything."
I think
it's just stuff like that.
I also think the Bills are like the people's champion right now. And I mean, it's because of Joe Burrow, right? Joe Burrow's that guy.
The Bengals?
The Bengals.
Did I say? Who did I say?
You said the Bills.
The Bills. They were kind of people's champion because of how well he was playing. But also, the Bengals.
They don't like Jackson Mahomes. Did you see? Oh
my God. I don't know what he did.
We don't condone
he
this.
Exists.
We don't condone this. But there's a clip of someone at the game just recording him yelling, "Hey, Mahomes!" It's like, that's so fucked. But even people just don't like him because he fucking sucks.
I mean, from what social media says, it's hard pressed to find that Patrick Mahomes likes Jackson Mahomes. Every time I see them together, he's just like,
he gives him, he daps him.
He's just like, fuck. But that's his brother, so I'm sure he doesn't care.
Baby.
Who has a worse relationship with their brother, Joe Chris or Patrick Mahomes?
Watch Patrick Mahomes actually just not recognize his brother in public. Like, yo, are you Patrick Mahomes? No, he's not. I don't know who this guy is.
So are you Patrick Mahomes? No. Okay.
No.
So Joe, I know you're a big A-Rod fan. How do you feel about how this year it was like him going all in? He posted the pictures of The Last Dance. It's calling him and Devontae Adams, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and then they get knocked out round 1. How does that make you feel?
I've retired from being an A-Rod fan.
What?
You're handing the towel?
Yeah, I'm handing in the towel.
So who's that?
I'm bored of rooting for losers.
You're so fair weather.
Fair weather. Man's been a Jets fan since he came out the womb.
Fan for like years. I don't want to hear about being a fair weather fan.
You give up on the Jets literally every year, and then when the Jets start doing good, he's like, "Look at the Jets!" Every year.
They literally went 4-12. I don't know where you see them doing good.
I mean, they won 4 games.
I got to enjoy 4 total games this season.
Hey,
Please shut up.
You got to enjoy Zach Wilson balling out the last 3 weeks.
Right, like I don't like. Why am I supposed to watch them lose every 16 weeks?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't want you coming at Joe saying that he gives up on them.
He does.
He stop watching?
He says every year, I give up on the Jets. Every year.
Yes,
he says it every year.
Yeah, and
he gives up his hope for that season. Joe is still a fan. Just
I don't
because he
know
gives
about
up.
the Jets have won like I don't know 6 total games in the last 3 seasons, and he's like telling me to fucking you're not a real fan. Like shut up, you don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about.
He's still a fan because Joe won't switch it up.
Look,
Joe will never switch it up.
No.
The Jets could play like Joe will never switch up.
Like I don't
Joe
understand
never
like what
switches
Chris
up.
wants me to be excited for. Does he want to be excited for a 4-12 season?
no, I want you to be excited for the future of the Jets, man.
But they
I'm
haven't shown
excited for
it.
the future
He
for like
is.
the last 25 years. What do you mean?
I've watched. It's so funny. No, because Chris, you don't understand. You haven't known Joe when the Jets were good. I met Joe. Our friendship started at the last peak. When the last playoff game the Jets won. It was around the time we became friends. So I've watched Joe going from this super happy, optimistic, talk shit to everyone because his profile picture being fucking the fullback, and then his cover picture being Revis Island. To him just posting pictures of Jets players, being excited. To him literally just being like us waking up at 8 in the morning to watch the England game. We watch it for 30 minutes, and he's like, I'm done. I've watched his happiness be ripped from him. His whole
Like what Chris does is I try my best to get excited, and then he find ways to rip it from me every single time.
And I can highlight like key moments throughout the year when Joe started, because Joe was super hot. Remember Joe? He's still super hot. But do you not remember Joe drafted fucking Zach Wilson and Corey Davis in fantasy? Do you not remember that? But then the things that went out the season that ruined Joe as a Jets fan. Zach Wilson threw like 10 picks in 2 games and no touchdowns. There was Mekhi Becton popping his knee. There was Zach Wilson getting hurt, but then never forget the Mike White era. Mike White had his game.
That was
his one game that was
Joe
glorious.
was back. Joe wasn't watching Jets games. Then Mike White came back, and Joe's like, I'm watching Jets games. Watches one, Mike White gets hurt. He's like, damn, okay, you know what? I'll be excited for the next game when he comes back. And then he goes out and throws fucking 4 picks. So, like, I've
been trying my best, but it is. I don't think you really understand how hard it is to root for a loser.
I do.
For however many years.
I do.
Like, the last time the Jets were good, Chris. Well, they had a 10-6 season, but missed the playoffs because the playoff rules sucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was really. I had to watch the 8-8 Texans fucking get stomped like 45-0. That was pretty crazy. I swear to God, the Jets would have at least scored 7 points. But no. But the last time the Jets were good, Mark Sanchez was the quarterback, and I was 13 years old.
You know who their starting running back was, Chris?
Sean Green!
No, it was LaDainian
Tomlinson.
It was LT.
It was LaDainian Tomlinson. Yeah.
But it was Sean Green, LT, right? Like,
yeah, that's the...
Like, LT was still playing.
Plaxico Burress was...
Jericho Country. Santonio Holmes.
Braylon Edwards.
Santonio Holmes post Steelers. Yeah.
Right. Like...
I know.
They have been mediocre to bad, and it hasn't been fun.
I mean, my favorite basketball team was the Lakers, and I watched Kobe play. That was the only reason to watch the Lakers play, is you watch Kobe. And then when Kobe tore his Achilles, that was it. I mean, we've all seen what's happened since then. And yeah, they won the bubble shit, which is cool. But I mean,
it was a championship.
No, I'm saying that's right? X amount of years.
Like, I have better ways to spend my Sundays than watching the Jets lose every single week. Mm-hmm. Like, if they're winning 10, 9, 10, even 8 games, I would absolutely watch more because I know they have a chance of winning. But when because here's the thing, I want to enjoy my Sundays, right? Like I want to play games. I don't want to watch the Jets get blown out by 50.
That's fair. That's fair. It's just like I say that because like I'm sitting here, like I said, as a Lakers fan. Like the whole reason I got into watching Derrick Rose was because I was watching the fucking Lakers and Derrick Rose went off, and I was like, that nigga kind of cold. But you gotta also remember, basketball, they play 82 games a season.
Yeah.
So when you watch a team be bad in basketball, they're bad. Because you got to watch them play 82 games a season.
Imagine being a Bobcats fan when they won 7 games.
The Charlotte Bobcats.
They won 7 games. That's a real.
It was 7 or 9. It was 7.
The Cavs also went 1 year, only winning like I think 9 games. And
How
that's
do you play 82 games and only win 9?
And that was the year they drafted Andrew Wiggins, I think, or Kyrie.
They went 7 and 59.
Well, no,
it was a lockout year. It was a lockout year.
When they traded him immediately for Kevin Love.
Yeah.
No. The year they went ass was the Anthony Bennett year.
The Cavs?
Or it was the Kyrie year.
I'm talking about the Cavs. Because they had the 1 and the 4 pick that year.
It was more than likely the Kyrie year.
It was one of those years.
No, yeah, they went. They've never only gone single digits. The least amount of games they've won is 15.
Okay.
No, they had
Still, 82 games, you only win 15.
Imagine 70 games and you win 7.
But they were tanking though. That's different. There's a difference between tanking and just being bad.
I mean, technically they've been tanking until they got LaMelo.
They have been tanking since they drafted LaMelo.
They got Kemba and that was about it. But no, So Joe, how optimistic are you for next year as a Jets fan?
Ask me after the draft. In free agency.
Who do you think they're going to target in free agency? What if they bring in A-Rod and Devontae Adams?
I don't know why they would bring in A-Rod.
So Zach Wilson can learn from him.
I mean, sure, that'd be cool, I guess. Like, if that happens, I could probably be like, yeah, let's go, right?
I think Aaron Rodgers gets you guys at least 7 games.
But a first round exit in the playoffs.
Natural.
No, you got to put Zach Wilson in at that point.
Like, at least we get to go to the playoffs, right?
Hey, I'll tell you what, going to the playoffs and losing first round ain't fun. I've done that.
Look, I would be very happy with a playoff berth. It's been 12 years. So.
It's been since 2012.
Yeah, it's been like 13
Jared's team's been losing playoff games since 95.
Who's even going to free agency? Is Devontae Adams going?
I mean, I think he literally goes wherever Aaron Rodgers goes.
I don't know, man.
I think he stays in Green Bay.
Hey, did you see? Oh no, the Broncos just signed the Packers offense coordinator to be their head coach.
I know there's another pretty good receiver coming for free agency allegedly. I don't remember who it is.
Oh, Michael Gallup.
In free agency?
Actually, honestly, he's so much better than anybody on the Jets. Like
they might draft homeboy from Alabama.
That'd be lit. Jameson Williams.
Oh, the fast guy? That'd be cool. What the Jets need is the Jets need the pass rusher again.
I think what they did right though this past year was they got a quarterback because I don't like any of the quarterbacks.
No, these quarterbacks coming out are mid.
This quarterback class is gonna be like the fucking the quarterback class when Paxton Lynch got drafted first. Like the Blake Bortles.
Don't
Blake
compare them to them. Don't do
who's your
that.
boy? Who's your boy with the Raiders? That was the quarterback with the Raiders for you when you were there. The black guy.
Oh, EJ Manuel.
EJ Manuel, Blake Bortles, Christian Ponder, Jake Locker, the worst first round.
I don't think Blake Bortles was with that draft class.
Oh no, it wasn't Blake Bortles. It was Blaine Gabbert. That's who it was.
Blaine Gabbert.
That was an ass class.
Don't compare them to them. That's rude.
Okay, Chris, name a quarterback that's coming out in this year's draft.
The homeboy from UNC.
What's his name?
I don't remember his name because I watched him play.
Stanford.
The guy from Stanford coming out?
No, he's a freshman.
I didn't think he was coming out.
Aaron McKee's young as shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, you got Spencer Howell who sucked dick the first 3 games of the year.
Yeah,
Literally,
he wasn't.
UNC was supposed to be great.
They were,
and then he sucked.
And he was not good for the first half of the season.
There's the dude from Liberty, Malik Willis. There's the dude from Nevada. There's the dude from Carson Strong.
Carson Strong is the guy from Nevada?
Yeah, there's Matt Corral from Ole Miss. There's Sam Howell. Remember when, you know who the number 1 quarterback coming into this year was? Projected number 1 overall pick? There's fucking Spencer Rattler.
Rattler, yeah.
Yeah. No,
I have no idea why anybody thought Spencer Rattler was any good. But just other than he was at Oklahoma.
But that goes a long way. Like,
where'd that get him?
Hey,
on
all
the bench.
The last few,
and then their second quarterback left.
Were pretty good.
he did. He said, "Fuck this."
God, there was a guy at the gym. This will be the last thing before we go on to pick him. But there's a guy at the gym who he's an older guy. All he does is fucking talk, right? And it's about he's like 60 years old. And he goes, "Hey, have you ever seen the podcast that Logan Paul puts on? I don't know what it's called." And I was like, "If you're a 60-year-old man and you're asking me if I know the name of Logan Paul's podcast, I know you know it, and I know you watch it religiously. Because one, this man's 60 years old and he's talking to me about NFTs, and I'm like, holy shit." And so he was like, he's a big OU fan, and he said something, and I was like, yeah. He was talking about how he goes, "Oh, you know what? I'm not even an OU fan anymore. I'm a big fan." What's the fucking coach that just left? What's his name? He was there.
USC, didn't he?
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh,
Yeah,
why
he
did I
played
say
against
Lane
Chris.
Kiffin almost? It's not Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin.
You played against him.
I know. I can't remember his name.
Lincoln Riley. He said word for word, "I'm a big Lincoln Riley fan because I like the way he develops quarterbacks." And then I looked at him and I said, "What do you mean?" He does a real good job of developing quarterbacks. I was like, Baker Mayfield, transfer. Kyler Murray, transfer. Jalen Hurts, transfer. And I was like, and then you got Spencer Rattler, and he fucking sucks.
He's not good. So, like...
And I was like, what do you mean he develops quarterbacks? Caleb Williams had his game against Texas, and then he just kind of
just rode that the whole way,
and then
dipped.
He was like, what do you mean? He was developing them. I was like, it's like he didn't. He goes, Baker wasn't really a transfer though. I was like, he fucking started at Tech, and then he came to OU. What do you mean? He was literally a transfer. Then he rode his coattails for 3 years. I was like, what do you? Because Baker was good in college. He sucks now, but he was good in college. But
all right, on to
moving
pick 'em.
on.
On to pick 'em.
Moving on. That was all right. Currently in the pick'em standings, Chris, 18-12, 180 points. He's in first place. I am 16-14, 160 points. Joe, 15-15, 150 points. These percentages are so weird because I'm literally one ahead of Joe, but the percentages makes it look so worse.
It's because the amount of games, though. You know that.
Well, I'm saying 16. Well, I mean, there's more shit to pick from this because they do it more than just.
Yeah, that's true. They do
But I'm
the
just saying
stats
it's
and
so
stuff.
because 16 and 14 look so much better than 15 and 15. And then Chris at top with 18 and 12. So I'm 2 games back. Joe's 3 games back. This week, first thing, Bengals at the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs.
I'm picking the Chiefs. I think the Bengals have a real shot, though. I really do. I mean,
I just don't think you could beat because I mean, when the Chiefs played the Bengals in the regular season, it was the Jamar Chase 270-yard 3-touchdown game. However, I think that I just don't think you really beat Patrick Mahomes at Arrowhead.
I can understand what you're saying, but there's this dude. His name is Joe Burrow, and it's just that he just has an it factor and tends to win games, and I think they have a real chance. I'm going Chiefs though.
If the Chiefs pass rush does to the Bills' offensive line is so much better than the Bengals' line.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen was struggling. Joe Burrow's gonna fucking die.
Who was it? Cooper. This boy Cooper said, bro, Joe Burrow's gonna get sacked 14 times, and they're gonna win 35-32.
Honestly, I can see that.
I can see that happening.
Joe, what do you think?
I think the Chiefs probably gonna win. I don't want them to, but they're probably gonna win.
Right. Who will score the first touchdown of the game?
Who gets the ball first, right?
Literally any other player.
I mean, I think it's gonna.
I think it's
no, I think it's gonna be one of the Chiefs' running backs.
I just think it's funny.
Works. I think it's any of them.
It might be like Pringle or McKinley or something.
I just think it's funny that it's literally any other player in these games.
I'm picking any other player.
I think if the Bengals get the ball first, it's gonna be Jamar Chase.
Yeah, but then they gotta get the ball first.
I know it's the thing.
That's a 50-50 chance.
Mahomes is gonna have more passing yards.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is an easy this question.
Will Joe Burrow and
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes both record 2
Yes.
touchdowns? Absolutely.
Yes.
They're gonna be slinging that shit around. Who will record more receiving? Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase,
Jamar Chase gets
easily.
targeted more than Tyreek Hill does.
Yeah.
Over
And
under
he's
79 receiving. I think under.
Yeah, I like under.
79?
It needs 80 yards.
He has to get 80.
It's tough.
Well, no, he needs
He definitely
79.6
could.
yards.
I don't think the NFL.
Fuck it,
tracks.
I'm going over. I'm going over.
I think it might be over.
I'm going over.
Will Joe Mixon score a touchdown?
Yes,
I don't know.
for sure.
No, I don't think he does. Because Joe Mixon might get a lot of yards, but he doesn't score like.
Yeah,
I
but
was
I don't see him.
I was a Joe Mixon fantasy owner this year. He either gets a bunch of yards and no touchdowns, or no yards and a touchdown. I'm gonna say no.
I think he scores a touchdown.
Which team will record the longest offensive play?
I think the Bengals are going to
Definitely
the longest
not the
offensive play.
49ers.
I think if Tyrann Matthews still out, I think the Bengals.
Literally anybody but the 49ers. Is that a good bet?
Debo
Yes.
could take that bitch though.
If he's
He might take a slant all the way. You never know.
the 49ers and Rams, I will say this: the Niners beat the Rams both games in the regular season.
Yes, they did.
The Niners did, and Sean McVay. Kyle Shanahan just has his number.
He's also struggled like late in the playoffs. McVay has in terms of like just keeping the team dialed in and ready to go.
I can't not bet against the Niners right now. I want the Rams to win.
I'm going for
I
Rams.
can't not.
I believe in
bet
Stafford.
I believe in Stafford. I believe in Aaron Donald.
Which will occur first in the game?
Jimmy Garoppolo interception. Yep.
Matt Stafford. I know. I'm betting on a Matt Stafford interception.
I'm
Joe.
going.
No, but Joe, Jimmy Garoppolo only throws picks in important game situations.
This entire game is important.
No,
Yeah,
I
for sure.
think Matt Stafford is a passing touchdown.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo's on an interception. First play of the game. Book it.
We'll have more rushing at Cam Akers.
Yeah, I vote Cam Akers as well.
No,
Well, I don't know.
Samuels here.
Well, I don't know, because Cam Akers fumbled the ball twice in crucial situations last week. So,
Yo,
I don't know
He
if
was-
they give him the ball back.
it was. I don't. He might not get a carry. No, I'm going Elijah Mitchell. I don't know who that is.
Cam Akers?
No, I'm
Isn't
going
he-
Elijah Mitchell.
Oh.
There's no shot Cam Akers gets the ball more than like 3 times.
No, he's not. No, literally, he fumbled the ball on like the 2-yard line. His head hit the ground and the ball popped out, and then
He literally could have put the game away and just was like, ball's gone.
yeah, literally he fumbled it. Like no, it was so funny because I think Tony Romo was announcing. He goes, "I really like what McVay is doing. He's putting his faith that he's showing in Cam Akers." Next play, fumbles it, and then he's like, really should have put his faith in Cam Akers. We'll have more receptions, Kittle or Beckham.
I think.
I think Kittle's gonna have more
'Cause-
receptions, but Odell's gonna have more yards.
Odell, yeah, like Odell, he'll get like 3 catches, right?
And
But
2
they'll
of
be
them
like
will be a
20,
touchdown.
30, 40-yard catches.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
But see, the thing is, the first round, Kittle had 1 catch.
Yeah, but
I don't see them
Kittle's
not
al-
utilizing Kittle
like-
this game. I don't see them not utilizing him. I don't see
Kittle's
that.
always due for like one big random game.
Will Cooper Cup's longest reception be over or under 30.5?
Over. 100% over.
Yeah.
Will Devo say will record 50 receiving yards in 25? Yes, that's
Yes.
guaranteed. Who will record more sacks?
Rams.
Probably.
I'm going Rams.
How many rushing yards will he record in the
actually,
championship? Fucking 350.
31. Yeah, good. Okay.
No, honestly, I think it'll be under 200.
This is actually a really good question though, because it's like every team just slings the bitch.
Not the Niners.
Honestly,
Well, that's because they have Jimmy Garoppolo on the ball.
I don't know if Elijah Mitchell or Cam Akers is gonna have more rushing yards because they're gonna put Debo back there more than Elijah Mitchell at running back. So
Well, Elijah Mitchell still had 90 rushing yards against the Cowboys.
look at who you're talking about.
Cowboys had a great run.
Yeah, they're called chokers for a reason. Anywho,
They did choke.
Did you say Khabib?
I mean, you can say
They
you
could
can say
be-
whatever you want about me. Your team fucking choked.
You don't have a team. You can't.
I do. My team didn't make the playoffs. My
At
team
least
won
my
5
team's
games.
just Bad.
I think my team only won like 5 games.
Yeah, and
Is
your
your team the Seahawks or the Raiders? I need
The
to
Seahawks.
pick-
The Seahawks.
Okay.
I just support
You're
the
not allowed to
Raiders.
talk shit.
I just support the
Oh, wait,
Raiders.
you're a Seahawks fan?
I was born in Seattle, so I claim Seattle.
Yo, let it rip.
No,
Let 'em rip.
no, it's fine.
Let them know. Let them
Thanks,
know.
thanks for the top 10 pick.
Yeah.
No
what
problem.
else?
No problem.
Let it fly.
Our front office is not the best, but that's okay.
I mean,
What?
look. I give Chris so much shit. There's just no reason for this.
Hey, I will say it's hard pressed to find an offensive line worse than the New York Jets offensive line. The Seattle Seahawks.
The Seahawks had quite possibly the worst offensive line for a long
Which
time.
is crazy because like, just get a good offensive line and they're a playoff team. Like
Not even a playoff team, like contenders.
It's
It's crazy.
Offensive line. They don't even need like a good one,
Hey.
just an okay one.
Hey, Seahawks. Dak Prescott in a second.
No,
In a second, nah.
No.
It's
It's gotta be
Dak
first.
in
there's
Dak
no
Prescott.
way.
Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. And, hey, and Mike McCarthy. Get him out of here.
And Mike McCarthy. We'll throw in a sandwich. Some Texas barbecue.
Hey, you want Kellen Moore too? Because he sucks. Get him out of here.
I mean, he's probably gonna get a job somewhere for whatever reason.
Hey, Dan Quinn announced he's staying. Fucking, that's all we need. Now,
Yeah, because he thinks he'll be the head coach.
No. Give me Sean fucking Payton. I want every
He
coach that got...
retired.
No, he didn't.
He said he
He's stepping
retired.
away.
He said
Sean
he
Payton?
retired.
He said he's stepping away from football. Doesn't mean he's retiring.
So he's stepping away from football, which makes you think he's gonna go back to football
Next
in like a
season.
couple months.
You know that's what Mike McCarthy did, right? He got fired and and then he declined all the interviews because he wanted to step away from it.
No.
And
He
came
wanted to
back.
coach. No. He wanted to be the coach of the Jets.
What?
Yeah, that was like a big thing. The only job he
Hold on.
wanted was the Jets
Hold
coach.
on. So you're telling me there's people that want to coach the Jets?
Yeah, he wanted to coach Sam Darnold. I swear to God.
Well, then they got rid of him. So
No, but I'm just saying. No, Sean Payton he didn't say he's retiring. If he's retiring, then he would have said, "I'm retiring." He's stepping away. People do that.
shout out to Big Ben.
Urban Meyer stepped away from football,
He had to.
from Florida,
That's because
and then
Urban
he came back
Meyer's
to
a
Ohio State.
snake.
That's
And
because
then he stepped away from Ohio State.
That's
And he
'cause
came and
he's
fucked the Jaguars and
He's
fucked a
also
bunch of
that's
the
because
same guy
he's
who
Italian.
He's also the same guy who faked the heart thing just so he can go coach somewhere else.
Exactly. He stepped away. He didn't say, "I'm retiring." He said, "Hey, I might die from fucking these 18-year-olds and doing coke. Let me go be at Ohio State."
He said
There's
he's
more
Italian.
18-year-olds in Coke. I don't
He goes,
understand.
but there's
You think there's
Then
more
what-
18-year-olds than Coke?
I said there's more 18-year-olds and Coke.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know if there's more 18-year-olds in coke in Columbus, Ohio than at the University of Florida.
I think there's more.
Still,
I'm pretty sure
I'm
there's
just
more.
saying there's more
Ooh.
of it. Like, not that.
It's
there's
not like it's
more.
gone. It's not like it's
Yeah,
gone.
like, yeah,
Right,
it's still there.
Yeah.
And he's
Dude.
still obviously participating, seeing what we saw when he went to Florida. Like, I don't really
Dude.
understand.
All right,
It just
guys,
seems
we're
like he
gonna-
just can't coach in Florida. That's what it seems like. Every time he's in Florida, something happens, and he's just like, hey,
All right, hey,
let me
over
step
under.
away.
Do you think who has the higher enrollment, Ohio State or Florida?
Florida.
From
Florida.
2017.
Florida.
Florida has an enrollment of 52,000 as of 2017. Ohio State, 66,000.
But what does it have to do
I thought
with
you were
Coke
talking
and
about
18?
my bad. I thought you were talking about acceptance rate.
What?
But what does this have to
Enrollment.
do?
No, I
Except
was
it's
just no. I just
percentage,
want
I
to see.
mean.
No. I'm
My
just-
bad. That's on me.
Because I can guarantee you Ohio State still has Coke and 18-year-olds.
I think
We
I
could
I
look
argue
up
it
how
has
many-
more.
We could look up the female demographic of each school.
Well, you
and
can.
compare.
You
Jared's
can.
just trying to figure out where he wants to move to next.
I mean, I lived right next to Columbus, Ohio. So
Did you ever go to a party?
considering the fact that I was
I would have.
23, 24.
Joe, I would have.
Okay, so it's 49.
I would've
Ohio State is 49% women, 51% men. So there's about 30,000 girls that go to Ohio State University.
That's a pretty good deal.
At Oklahoma State, they have a 55% women in their school.
University of Florida demographic. Gender.
I just want to know how this is relevant to Coke and 18-year-olds.
Because
Ooh. Oh. Florida has a 58% women. So, what's
that med school?
There's
57?
somebody for everyone.
It's that med school in the sun, baby.
58 or 52, was it 52 times 0.58? There are technically the same amount of 18-year-olds.
No, you gotta divide it by 4 technically.
Well, you don't know how many people are enrolled there.
I mean, we're just assuming that it's divided up. Freshman, sophomore,
As
and
far
junior,
as the
senior.
mask considered, everybody in college is 18.
Hey, Tarleton State. Chris, guess what Tarleton State's demographic was? Male or female?
I don't think anybody cares.
I think it was.
No, he said 55 because it was high. Guess what?
I think it's 66% women.
It's 63%.
Damn, I was close.
Joe,
There are a lot of girls at Tarleton, a lot. Anywho,
Joe, what would you rate? Okay, Joe, on your visits to Tarleton, how would you rate? What, you had 2 visits or 3? There's 2 because you
I think
had
it was 2.
the K-State and then when you flew in. How would you rate them? Which one's better?
As opposed to what?
Just each other.
Wait, who am I? Wait, what am I
your
comparing?
visits or what?
Your 2 visits that you went to Tarleton at.
Oh.
Fucking,
Oh.
I don't know how I could have made that simpler.
Well, no, because I didn't know what you wanted me to compare.
You've been hitting that pen a little too much.
Well,
during the
no,
pod.
We
I'm
were
good,
talking
I'm good,
about
I'm good.
female to male demographics, so I can
know,
see
but then
why
said, how
Joe would be confused.
But then I said, how would you rate your 2 visits to Tarleton? How would you compare them to each other?
I mean, Chris was at the second one, so that was more fun.
You also saw Chris at the first one too, because we drove to UT.
Oh, I did, but like I was with Chris more second one.
What would you rate better, watching Chris carry the team against K-State, or getting off the gummies and playing Mario Kart?
That was a lot of fun. I had a good time.
That was fun.
I had a good ass time.
Hey, if we get 15 people in the Patreon, everyone in the pod will be off a gummy.
No, I'm not doing gummies for this.
Chris will be off a gummy.
I'm not doing it.
We get 100 people in the Patreon. Chris will do heroin on camera.
I can't imagine that would go well.
No, we get 20 people in the Patreon. Drunk cast. We do a power hour live on stream. We do an Attack on Titan watch, and we drink every time Aaron yells or says he wants to kill
The story would be over by then. There'd be no reason to watch Attack on Titan.
No, we just run it back. I'll kill all of you. Drink.
Anytime Aaron yells,
Fucking, I looked up the Ludwig's podcast. They have a Patreon. Guess how many people they have in their Patreon?
7,000.
They have 11,000 people, and the lowest tier is $5. So they're at least a month raking in. I don't know what Patreon split is, and obviously they got to pay taxes. Okay, Lil Wayne. But they're making at least like 55 to 60K at least a month.
That's pretty good.
Not including sponsors off the pod, but just that is insane.
Pretty exciting.
So you listening, Patreon, Joe, pull up your lighter. You gotta threaten him.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, put something up. Something up. Hey, you gonna get got. Sign up for the Patreon. All right, Attack on Titan. This episode is the craziest shit I had seen since fucking Aaron transformed in the bitch. I think since Aaron transformed at Marley. When Mans is just
Dog.
Huh?
I'm telling you, if that was the cliffhanger for the episode,
bro.
I'm not watching the show anymore. I'm not. There's no way you're gonna get me to continue watching this show if that's the cliffhanger. Dudes, I'm talking clean.
Bro, I was like, okay, I knew they had like fucking muskets and shit and all semi-auto
Yeah, that
shit.
was-
But then it's just a fucking Barrett 50 cal. They had a 50 caliber sniper rifle, and this little girl was just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Aaron got fucked up.
Bro, Aaron got domed, bro.
And And then the whole shit with the founder Ymir or whatever, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck are we doing?
Put
It's
Gabby in the AIM lab.
She ain't missed. She's hit everything.
Yeah, she's 2 for 2. She's fucking dropped.
Well, she was also shooting niggas at the invasion.
Bro, she was.
Bro, she ain't missed.
Like, yeah, no shit. She was the #1 person.
Yeah.
Reiner was sitting there. He's like, damn. Huh? No wonder.
It's like, well, fuck. Okay, I see. I get it. But it's
Reiner
just
had
like,
a fucking trip that episode. He got called
right,
a pussy.
dude. Bro, let him die. Let my
bro,
man
fucking Galliard was sitting there talking shit, and he's dying, but he's talking shit, and he's just like, bro, I always knew I was better than your punk ass.
He stood up and he goes, my brother died because you're a bitch. I'm about to die because you're a bitch.
Like, I always knew you ain't shit. And then he got 8.
And then Reiner's like, come on, man, just eat me. I'm sick of it. And then he looks up. He's like, I want to die. He's like, bro, come on, please. I just want to die.
Give this to me.
He's like,
you can't keep taking this from me.
Reiner's gonna find out at the end of the thing that Eren and Zeke are gonna work together. They're gonna touch, and Eren's wish is for Reiner to never die. Look,
oh god.
It's been what's the timetable? 10 years? 7 years?
13.
13. Reiner's like, all right, year 13. I can finally pass it on. And then he's like,
it's fucking New
relief.
Year's.
And then he's like, what happened? And then it's Eren in the background doing the Frieza laugh.
But dude,
no, but I don't. Yo, what the fuck is happening? The end of the episode, bro.
So as far as I know, Eren turned on Zeke like we thought something was gonna happen.
Hey, he never switched up.
And then Zeke was like, "Got your ass," and then he trapped him. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how you trap somebody there. I don't know what's going on with that. But like, as far as I know, if you are a Titan shifter that's about to die, the person brings you back to life. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's like, but I don't get, because Zeke is making it sound like it doesn't matter what Eren wants to do with the fucking thing, that he has all the control.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't have royal blood.
But it doesn't make sense, because when Eren touched his stepmom, half mom, Zeke's mom, and controlled it, it's not because the Titan she wanted to control it. Eren fucking told him.
Yeah, but she was a Titan though. She was a Titan though, so I'm assuming that it didn't go towards her because she was a Titan and not like a Titan shifter.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, but it shows that Eren controls, after he makes contact with royal blood, he controls what happens. And so, like, because he chose, like, and so I'm just like, okay, if they touch, Eren can still control, like, what happens.
Yeah, but again,
I don't understand.
Like I said, because she was a mindless Titan, I think it's different. That's why I think it's different. Because Zeke is a Titan shifter, so he still has his brain. He still can talk. He can still do whatever the fuck. That's what I think.
Bro, the most savage shit, besides Eren getting his shit blown off, was when Zeke was like, I understand what it's like to have a brother.
That's why it's a shame.
And then he just fucking...
I was like, yo.
And then he just killed off Colt.
And he gave a crazy ass speech too. And I was like, you know, that's touching. And then you see Zeke. You see it in his face. He's like, damn, bro. I know what it's like.
And then he said...
That's why it's a shame.
He said, fuck damn kids. I thought he's about to just... He's like, hey, get in my hand. I thought he was just going to fucking yeetist, elitist, just fucking throw him.
It would make sense too.
And then he's just like,
All I'm saying is I always knew that man was a rat.
Can we talk about how Falco got turned into quite possibly the worst Titan ever? His neck is so long. Like, why is his neck?
Bro. He was the ugliest motherfucking Titan. Oh, that shit was so... Bro, Gabby was going through some shit. She's sitting there. She just watched the boy who loves her turn into a Titan. His brother get fucking melted. He watched Reiner fucking give up on life.
Fuck.
And then you watched fucking Porco get fucking ate.
And the fact that she can still just hit that shot is ridiculous. Nerves of
Bro,
fucking steel.
Hey, who wins, Gabby or John Wick? Who wins?
As far as I know, Gabby.
Hey, who wins, Gabby or the Punisher?
She don't miss.
I mean,
You don't
John Wick
miss.
beats the Punisher, so I'm kinda
Hey, who's a better shooter, Gabby or Steph Curry?
Clearly, Gabby right
As
now.
of right
She's
now.
literally 100%.
She don't miss.
Literally 100% right now.
Sheesh. You heard of plot armor. Have you heard of plot aim?
Can we talk about how Reiner has unnecessarily large amounts of plot armor in terms of just keeping himself alive?
Quite literally has a lot of armor.
Wants to die, literally can't even kill himself.
Literally can't die. Well, no, he could have killed himself. He just chose not to.
I would have been so shitty if that's just how Eren died and that was it. I would have been over it. I was like, this is my favorite character that I've ever seen in any anime ever, and that's how you're gonna kill him off.
What if it's like, though, like, okay, so what if it's like he is technically dead but not dead? Because like Zeke is keeping him alive by touching him, by holding his head.
He becomes a force ghost.
Well, so do you think Zeke's lying to him,
About
saying that
what?
he's been waiting forever?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how
I
time
think
passes
Zeke's
there.
always capping, so
Well, you don't like Zeke.
But I cap it.
I don't trust him, and I keep getting proved why I don't trust him.
Why don't you trust him?
He's a rat.
He's not a rat.
He's literally a rat.
If anybody's a rat, it's Gabby.
If anyone's a rat, it's Eren. He literally lied to him, and it was like, "All right, brother, are you ready?" And he said, "Fuck you."
Eren also did literally hide in fucking enemy territory
Eren is
for
actually a
months.
rat.
He was hiding in the open.
Doesn't matter. He was in enemy territory hiding, and then he snuck up from literally the basement of their spot. So
That's called being tactical.
he was ratting.
Okay.
I don't want to hear you talk about rats and shooters ever again.
No, I will.
They're being technical.
I said,
No.
we had to watch
Being
Eren
bitches.
tell Mikasa that she's useless.
Yeah,
And
dude.
then, like, we had to watch him shit on Armin too. Mikasa's like, "I never fucking liked you. We grew up together."
And then getting like his own people killed, like all this
Yeah,
shit,
man.
all of this shit, and then he's just like, actually, fuck you.
And then Zeke's just like, "Ha ha ha, my trap card."
He was like, of all the niggas, I thought you would understand the most.
He goes,
Damn.
I thought you was the one. I'm gonna have to rewatch that episode.
I'm not emotionally prepared for Sunday.
You
I
said
just
that
don't know what the
every
fuck's
single
gonna happen.
I'm not.
I'm waiting for the reveal that Aaron's like, "I prepared for this," and he's the dad of what's her fuck's kid.
Huh?
I'm saying. What's
I
her
don't
name,
think. I don't think
Astoria?
that's the. I don't think that's it. I
I
don't
think-
think he's.
I
I don't
think-
think he's the dad of that child.
When do you think Annie's gonna pop back out?
That's a good question because she is in the trailer, and it does show her coming out of the little glacier thing. So it's interesting.
What if that's what Aaron does with the rumbling? Is he gets Annie out?
What if that's what Zeke does with the rumbling?
Rumbling.
That was on my IG story. Got like 70 replies yesterday.
How many of them? How many of them asked if you were why were you weren't the Raiders anymore?
None of them. It was all about the rumbling.
I mean,
If y'all had to
nobody's
pick-
on
if
the
y'all-
Raiders anymore.
What do y'all want to happen?
Joe.
What do you mean?
What's
In this
one
next episode?
thing? What's one thing you want to see happen?
Next episode
By the
or
end
just
of the
in the
season.
show?
Just by the end of the
in
season.
season.
Oh,
What's
I mean,
one thing you want to see
I-
happen?
I've said this like every single podcast. I just want to see Zeke die. Like, that's it.
So you want to see Zeke die, or do you want to see Levi live? If you had to pick,
I want Zeke to die. Period.
I said back him up.
So you'd rather have
Back
Levi
'em up.
die and Zeke die than to see Levi live and Zeke live?
Mhm.
Okay, that's fair.
At this point, I was gonna say I want Aaron to be happy. I want Reiner. I don't care what happens to Reiner. I just want him to have some peace. I don't care if it's him dying. I don't care if it's him living and doing something. I just want Mans to have some peace.
He gets no peace.
I want him to sit and be able to have nothing happening here.
I think he's gonna not reunionize. I think he's gonna have a reunion with Annie at some point, and I think then he's gonna like get like chopped or something, and
Or-
then
ooh,
that's
what if-
like
what if he sees Astoria? That's who he wants to marry. Remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Man, season 2 was horny. Man was that was the funniest shit in the first few seasons. Where it cuts him because I need to marry this woman.
Oh god,
that was some good shit.
But going back and like, if you go back and you look at some of the shit from earlier seasons, especially with Reiner and Bertolt, you're like, bro, fuck y'all niggas, bro. Like, actually.
Who's bigger snake, Zeke or Bertolt?
Bertolt.
No, who's the bigger snake, fucking Bertolt or Kevin Durant? So I know how Joe feels about Kevin Durant.
I don't have any negative feelings.
When he went to the Warriors?
Anymore. He's not on the Warriors anymore.
He left.
When he did, though.
Oh, what he did?
No, I think Kevin
not
Durant
happy
is paying he's repenting right now with having to play with fucking Kyrie Irving. That's how that's the card.
I mean, but he's not, though, so like.
No, he is. He's playing half his games with them now. He's playing the away games with them.
He still has to listen to Kyrie, and that can't be easy.
It's really a shame because Kyrie isn't like a dumb guy. He is a smart guy.
What's the difference
but he's
between
also
Kyrie
just,
Irving
like,
and a white conservative woman?
color of their skin.
I don't know. Kyrie might think he's white.
I mean, he's not though.
This is a slippery slope.
I mean, they're both bitches. Kyrie's just black. Alrighty, now, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Chris, what about you? What's one thing you want to see for this? Okay, one. I want to see. I just want to see. I want to see either Aaron. I just want to see either Aaron die, or get his die in a good way. Like he goes out, like he does some shit, and he gets his thing where he like his plan comes to fruition. Whatever the fuck he wants, I want to see that happen. I'm rooting for Aaron. That's day one. Even we talked about this before the season dropped. I said I don't care what happens. I just want what Aaron wants to happen. I said that from off rip. I made my decision. I was like, I don't know. I don't fuck with this guy anymore. And then I was like, nah, I'll fuck with you. But or Reiner's just fucking needs help. What about you, Chris?
I just want. I mean, okay. Knowing that Aaron was not evil the whole time, thank God. But I'm hoping that he can fucking be happy because this nigga has been in shambles for the longest time.
Who's been in more shambles, Aaron or Reiner?
Aaron's been in way more shambles. Stop.
I don't think we have never seen a scene with Aaron with a fucking gun in his mouth.
Yeah, but that's because Reiner's done the shit to himself, right? Aaron since literally frame one has been in shambles. This nigga was like 6 years old and had to kill somebody.
I don't really put Reiner in. I don't think it's all Reiner's fault. He's just been put in positions.
He could have just not tried to be a warrior. What do you mean?
But he couldn't have.
Yeah, he could have.
Situation with his family.
The only reason he did it was because he wanted his mom to be an honorary Marleyan, which.
And he wanted his dad's approval. When he met his dad.
Okay.
And his mom only valued him because he was gonna be a warrior. That's it. And so it's not his fault that his parents didn't fucking love him.
Listen, I'm not.
I watched 3 hours of content about.
I know.
Reiner's character.
I understand.
I
understand. But like my thing about it is like again like with Reiner like, and he has like the whole like split personality shit thing. Like, okay, I get it. This nigga Aaron has been literally just an angry, fucking depressed, pissed off, sad kid since we saw him in episode 1.
One of the shits that fucked me up the most in the show is the moment that they reveal and realize that the person that ate Aaron's mom is his dad's old wife.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
That's some shit.
And it's also the biggest coincidence. Like,
right.
You took my fucking man's bitch.
Right. Aaron's mom
right.
over Zeke's mom, by the way.
You just don't like blondes.
No, I do. Just
I don't think I've
Aaron's
ever
mom
seen
is
you, like,
factually
date or
better.
been with a blonde.
We'll talk about this some other time. Anywho,
I know.
on to
Joe's
the next
tight.
thing.
Joe said if they ain't got purple hair, I'm not there.
Joe, can you try to be involved, sir?
Joe's two
I'm just
requirements
letting you
for
guys-
women.
I'm just letting you guys talk.
Just 2 requirements for women in his life: purple hair, has a dick. That's it.
That's literally not even true.
He's like, actually the opposite, sir.
At this point, like I'm just like, as long, just like me and I'm good. I don't need much more.